Put our foot on the brake. We start this up. I like to let my car warm up a moment. Whenever we reverse, we have to look out of our back window. I always want to look left and right, because if you don't, you can easily back into someone or run someone over. So I really don't like parking lots for that reason. Plus, pedestrians tend to walk between cars, so you have to look in all areas. You really have to see the whole situation, and you got to keep your head on a swivel and look around. What I've learned is just to be patient and just really take my time, because you know, I'm out here at the outer edge of Chicago. I have to take 94. Then I'm looking left and right. I asked Meta. Meta said the average speed of 94 was 77 miles an hour. Some people are faster than the average. Some people are slower than the average, but I definitely believe that. So when you're learning how to drive, you've got to really mentally prepare yourself to go that fast. Some areas the speed limit is 70. I'm going to pause, stop. Some areas is 65. Some areas is 55. So you can see where people are definitely speeding. And then you're going to have to make a personal decision. Do you want to go over the limit and risk getting caught? Do you want to be in the fast lane and make everyone angry? No. So there's a lot to consider when you're out here driving. Another thing to consider when learning how to drive: do you really have enough gas to get to your destination? Because when you first learn, you know, you put $10 or $20 in, that can get you for 3 or 4 days. You're like, I'm good. You are good. But then if you start driving every day or every other day, or picking people up or taking them home, that little $20 will be gone in about 2 days. So learning about fuel economy, gas mileage, because when you first start driving, you're going to drive fast, man. You want to be number one. And these speed bumps will tear up your car. So you got to go slow over that. And if you have a Tesla or a Kia, something with the low, you know, low to the ground ride height, you're going to rip the bottom off. Also, pedestrians, you got to stay away from them. And you make eye contact with them. I wave at the guy and let him know that I see him. And that's just being a courteous driver. I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to look. I'm going to pause. I'm going to inch forward. The first lane is open. Isn't that nice? Now, ask Meta, what is the average speed on 94? 77 miles an hour. That's crazy. Hey Meta, what is the average speed on 94?
The average speed on I-94 is around 77 miles per hour, according to traffic speed observation.
According to traffic speed observation, I asked Meta, in real time, it's 77 miles an hour. That's almost 80. So if you feel uncomfortable driving 80, then you need to stay in the right lane or the middle lane. I'm going to pause. I'm not trying to run this light. And I see the pedestrian. Hey Meta, who is most vulnerable, pedestrians or cars at intersections? Meta told me that pedestrians are more vulnerable. Now, I'm an instructor, so I can fact check this. But pedestrians are very vulnerable. They can get hit. They might not see cars. I could turn on red, but I don't want to. I don't have to. I don't need to, and I'm not going to. Meta's like your AI assistant that you can ask things in real time, and it really helps me. I'm mentally preparing to merge on the expressway. Last time I got cut off by a Hellcat Durango, was doing about 85. So I'm gonna look and check. Hey Meta, what is the most dangerous thing about merging on the expressway?
The most dangerous thing about merging on the expressway is speeding traffic, not yielding to merging vehicles.
Speeding traffic, not yielding to merging vehicles. So now I'm driving, merging out, speeding traffic, not merging or yielding to vehicles. I'm in the first lane, came out about 25. Usually the speed limit, they're driving at 77 based on Meta and a traffic organizer. So we're at 40 and I'm keeping space. I don't like to crash. I don't want to crash. Your car's got to go to the shop. You're going to get it like them. They did that last second lane change. See that? That's people not paying attention. Someone's about to get rear-ended. I'm scanning left, middle, right, left, middle, right, left, middle, right. Right lane blocked after 8 Mile. So the traffic information center told me. So I'm going to get over to the middle lane because I'm preparing. This is in real time. So there should be an app that can be downloaded that will give you a message, but our fuel is at half a tank. I'm not in a hurry. I'm good. So let's kind of pause for a second. We're good. Someone had an accident or someone broke down, and no negativity, no shame, no hate. We're not trying to wish that on someone because accidents do happen all the time or breakdowns happen. I've been there before. My vehicle's broken down several times on the expressway and you are scared. Cars are going fast. You don't want to get hit. So you got to pay attention. And you can tell how that traffic kind of caught me off guard. So I'm in the middle lane, rocking it out. Left lane's for passing. They want to drive crazy fast when we know the speed limit average is 70, but we're at 30. So we're not up to 8 Mile yet, but we're going to keep going. I'm just keeping my space. I'm scanning left and right because some cars will just cut right in front of you. Trying to keep space. Hey Meta, how does adaptive cruise control work? It's not working right now. So I'm trying to keep my space. We're at 15 miles an hour. And the average is 77. So everyone is angry, upset, tired, frustrated. We just got to keep our cool. Hey Meta, what is adaptive cruise control?
Adaptive cruise control is a feature that adjusts your vehicle's speed to maintain a safe distance from the vehicle ahead.
It adjusts your speed to keep a safe distance on the vehicle ahead. So that's what I'm doing right now without a computer or sensors. My eyes are telling my brain is communicating to my right foot to hit the gas pedal, not hit the gas pedal, lift. And this is another thing you have to learn. And it's good to have like an AI assistant, because I had the Meta Ray-Bans on, to kind of verify. And that's cool. So I'm using my adaptive vision to keep space from the semi truck. Hey Meta, what is the average speed where I am because of the accident.
I'm not aware of current traffic conditions out on roads, but I can suggest checking for updates.
Samantha said, not aware of my current location, but can check updates. We can look ahead and see there's a lot of traffic. Cars are cutting off, going on. People are going crazy slow when the speed limit average is 77. That's why you have to prepare. It's an hour or 2 hour or 3 hour trip. I'm good. I'm taking my time. But in these stop and go conditions, you have road rage. People are irritated. They want to get where they're going. So we can't let these things change our good driving behavior. And this is real. I can't make this up. We're barely moving, but we're moving. This is the highway transportation system. HTS. That Wagoneer has the new Hurricane twin turbo inline 6. It's a monster. Yeah, I see the accident ahead. I just think you just got to be really patient, man. And not let these random things just throw you off. And try to, whenever there's an accident, you got to try to get over early. You know, often I'm going to let this car in, but I can't let any other cars in. And just do your job. You're going to see an accident to the right. Car broke down or something. And then, of course, we have the move over law, so you should have been moved over to the right. But at the average speed is 77, we're already at 40. That semi-truck driver has an 18-speed transmission. So there's probably H-pattern shifter. They hit a button, then they go to the next gear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit a button. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit a button. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hit a button. 13, 14, 15. Hit a button. 16, 17, 18. Could you imagine? We're already at 60 now. And let's see if we're going to hit that 77 average. Thank you. Hey Meta, what are the dangers of semi-trucks? How you doing today? I'm here with you. We're in the Midwest. We just passed an accident. How you doing today? We're on I-94. I asked Meta a couple questions. The average speed is about 77 miles an hour, so some people are going faster. This truck is almost at 65. But truckers are limited to 55 or 65, and if they go over, if they get a ticket, you're going to lose your CDL endorsement. It's not worth it. I have a driver's ed endorsement, a regular license, and a chauffeur's license. I may get a CDL class 1 so I can do a party bus, but I don't really want to drive a semi. I've already spent enough time away from home the last 22 years doing driver's ed. But the opportunities are there. There's a shortage of drivers across the country. So, but it's not that serious. Okay, so we're at 65, and you can see the traffic picking up. The average speed is 77, so we got about 10 more miles an hour. I'm almost at 70 now. This truck is almost doing 70. I'm just being real with you. And I'm scanning left and right. What I'm doing is keeping my space from this truck. I'm lifting my foot, and I'm focusing on the traffic to the left and right, but also I'm looking ahead at the truck. What you need to learn is keep space from a truck, because it's going to block your central conic view. Hey Meta, what is the danger of driving behind a semi-truck? So being in this blind spot, I asked Meta that, and if it potentially changes lanes. So I'm safe right now because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to hang on a blind spot. There are four. There's a blind spot in the front of the truck, blind spot behind the truck, a blind spot to the left of the truck, and a blind spot to the right. You notice no cars are hanging around this truck. And we're at about 65 miles an hour. Remember, I asked Meta what is the average speed on 94, and it said 77 miles an hour. Some people drive faster than the average, 79, 80, 84. Some people drive below 74, 75. So if I'm at about 65, this car is doing probably 74. So I'm at about 65, so you can do the math. Hey Meta, what is the danger of making lane changes? Colliding with another vehicle that is already in the lane or already in your blind spot. So this is why we teach you to look over your shoulder, and a lot of beginners don't do that because they're scared. And then you're going to collide with another car. We're holding about 60. Okay, I'm going to get with the average. I looked over my shoulder. Okay, we're passing the truck. We're passing on the left. It's preferred to pass on the left. And I'm at 75. Remember what Meta said? The average was about 77. I'm at 75. I'm at 77 right now. You guys look at the traffic. This is about 79. Sorry, I'm raising my voice. There's a little more road noise, but you do the math. I'm at about the average. So Meta was pretty correct. Imagine if Meta had deep fake. How much deep seek? I said deep fake. Deep seek. Imagine what knowledge I could get. Hey Meta, what is the danger of driving on the straightaway on the expressway? Oh, it's not working. So I'm going over this curve. I'm trying to keep the car straight. I'm trying to hold it real easy. And remember, I'm going at the average. So people are flying. If this car had a wing on the back, had more downforce, and I got rid of some of this weight, it would be more aerodynamic. This car is not that aerodynamic. And I'm trying to turn very easy. And if I turn too fast, I'm going to overload the front wheels. And that's what beginners do. So you need to learn to turn very gradually and smoothly. Then I'm going to get over one lane to the right. Remember, you got to look over your shoulder because beginning drivers don't do that. drive much faster than the limit, you're going to burn more fuel. You could get a ticket. And because I'm an instructor, I don't need to do all this. So I'm just going to go slow and take my time. And I'm moving pretty good now. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to hold the car real easy. I think a lot of people speed to work, they speed home, and they try to get to work as fast as possible, home as fast as possible. And sometimes you forget to enjoy the journey. Like I'm lifting my foot a little bit. Hey Meta, what is the danger of driving on a curve? Lose the control of your vehicle because you're moving too fast, which can lead to a skid. And that's when the worst one is a rollover. If you go too fast on a curve, you're going to skid and roll over. That's the worst accident. First head-on collision and then skid, rollover. We saw one of those about a month ago. I'm at 75, so I'm under the limit. I'm just trying to keep things smooth, keep it going. I'm just keeping my space. Hey Meta, what is the danger of tailgating? So reduce stopping time. If you tailgate, you're going to reduce your stopping time and you're going to rear end someone. And I'm just keeping my space. Actually, I'm slowing down, so I've lost about 10 miles an hour. I'm at 65. So the middle lane is 65, 70. Left lane, 70, 75. Hey Ryan, how are you? Ryan, what time is it? It's 4:10 Eastern Standard Time in the Midwest. How you doing, Ryan? So Ryan, we're on the interstate in the United States. I'm going to get over one lane. 9 there, okay. How have you been doing? First, thank you for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. What we need to do sometime, Ryan, we need to go live together. There's a feature on YouTube that you and I can go live. I really would love for you to come on. Wiring, miner off, okay. What we need to do is maybe do a collaboration. I'd love to talk to you about some of the driving things in the UK. Yeah, I don't think I have this feature enabled right now, but we need to go live. That would be great. I think when I first set up the live, I have to set it up for a co-host and then send you a link. So Ryan, what I want you to do, I'm going to give you my Instagram, and then you'll put your email in there. We'll figure it out, okay? I think it's driving, lowercase, I'll figure it out, Ryan, and we'll figure it out. I don't want to give out too much personal information right now when I'm driving, but that'd be great, man. I would love to talk to you about what's going on in the UK, you know, driving, life, you know, all that. That would be great. And you're not on Instagram, don't worry, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, Ryan, how we can contact each other. I'll figure something out. Ryan, make sure you're subscribed, and then we'll figure out how we can communicate, because I do want to talk to someone in another country. That'd be great. Ryan, do you have clover leaves like this? This really long curve to get off the expressway, or are your expressways smaller and more straight lined? So remember, yeah, we'll figure it out. Appreciate you, Ryan. So I'm gonna ask Meta a question. Hey Meta, what is the difference between the UK roads and American expressways? Let's see what Meta says. Hey Meta, what is the difference between the UK roads and the United States roads? Okay, Meta told me you drive on the left, roads are narrower, and the signs are different. That's what Meta said to me. Ryan, do you agree with that if you're still here? Narrow roads, drivers drive on the left, and the signs are different. Our traffic lights are not as high. Okay. They are different in Texas. Went to Texas last summer 4 different times, drove around Prairie View, Houston, Texas, almost went to Dallas, almost went to the Kennedy Space Center. Hey Meta, what is the danger of being by fast food restaurants on the main road? Yeah, I would consider going on a trip to the UK. It would be awesome. You know, been to Montreal, Toronto, New York, Michigan, Arizona, Florida, Texas, Los Angeles, California. But yeah, just to see the area, it would be beautiful, man. Hey Meta, what is the danger of slow-moving traffic? Whoa, like that. Saw that? So the danger of rear collisions, you can't react fast enough in time. And then I'm gonna look left and right and go in slow. Hey Ryan, are your intersections different than ours? Like this right turn is probably a really small, tight turn, like what you guys are used to. And I want to go in slow. Ryan, do you know how to drive a automatic? I know how to drive a manual. Yes, 100%. What's up? That's good. I know how to drive a manual too. 4-speed, 5-speed, 6-speed. Haven't driven a manual probably over 10 years. They are fun though. They're terrible in traffic, man. Like terrible. I'm gonna pause for a second, look left and right, make that turn. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go into another area. I want to show you something, ask you a question. Usually I turn, I'm gonna go slow. This is a private road, so I'm gonna go through here, and I want to ask you some questions since I got you here. So, I'm gonna pause for a second, gotta have a stop. I'll be picking up a student in about 25 minutes. And this is one of the areas we go through. So Ryan, I'm going through this smaller area. Are your homes like this? This is like an American, this is like the Midwest part. This is like, it's a residential area. All right, Ryan, are your streets this small? You can see how tight they are. And are your houses like this? Like these are ranch style houses. Probably 2-car garage, 3-bedroom. Probably about 375K. I haven't seen the real estate in a while. So I'm gonna pause. Hey Meta, what is the danger of stop signs? So the dangers of stop signs, you have to completely stop, or you fail to yield, fail to stop, and then you can run over a pedestrian or hit a car. So we have to stop. I'm gonna look left and right. Because some people don't stop at stop signs, man. You'll get tore up. And I'm not trying to get hit and killed. So Ryan, do your houses look like this? Or are they smaller? Hey Meta, what is the danger driving on this road?
Snap a picture. Yes.
Post on Instagram and Facebook. So with these Meta Ray-Bans on, I can ask the AI questions. It's like having your AI assistant. Imagine if I had deepfake as an update to Meta. How powerful these would be. And if I was live on Insta or Facebook, we could actually talk together and interact. There's going to be an update in the Meta Ray-Bans where they're going to have probably a little screen in your right or left lens of the glass, and then you could contact someone. But that's crazy. Hey Meta, what is the danger of a cul-de-sac? You're going to feel a false sense of security due to the dead-end street, and yes, you're going to go really fast, and then you're going to crash. So this is why I take clients and students through these areas. Ryan, I don't know if you're still here. Are your homes similar to this? Or is your area smaller? Is it bigger? Ryan's from the UK. And I always stop at stop signs. Prior to me becoming an instructor, I wanted to have a good driver record, so I'm going to stop. Minimum 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003. And I'm an avid video game player. What type of video games do you play? Hey Meta, what is the best video game to teach you how to drive? Hey Meta, what is the best video game to teach you how to drive?
Gran Turismo is often considered one of the best video games to teach driving skills due to its realistic physics engine and authentic driving experience.
Gran Turismo is the best engine because of the realistic environment and the physics engines. I would agree with that. I talked to several engineers several years ago, and they said Gran Turismo is what they use when they do driving tests and other analytics. So I definitely agree with that. And that's a Microsoft product. No hate. But I would definitely want to get my setup in there. Do you guys get on driving games? Any of you here? I'm going to pause and look left and right. And this just reinforces skill sets, steering, turning. And if you can have good lane positioning here and learn to stay to the right side of the road, if you can have good lane positioning here and learn to stay to the correct side of the road, when you get out of here and get on the road, you're really going to have good fundamentals. Like I'm turning hand over hand real easy, and then I turn out and I'm going real smooth. That's like a nice little S-turn. Now this is not a race car. We're not driving on a race course. This is a residential area, and we're watching for pedestrians, we're watching for cars, delivery trucks, Amazon drivers, school buses, like that car backing up. I'm gonna yield for them. I'm not sure what they're doing, so I'm gonna pause a second. Okay, I'm gonna get away from them now. I'm gonna drive around them. I'm looking around the curve. I'm looking to see what is ahead. I see that school bus coming, so I'm gonna say, well, I see that yellow light on, and I'm just gonna pause right here. And then there's that red light. And I don't want to get a ticket. I don't want to hit a kid. Even though I'm further away, these are some things you must learn to do and deal with. And that little kid getting off, they're just thinking about getting home. And here I am, an adult, driving around doing a tutorial. So we just gonna wait. Just taking my time. Following the curve. Going in real easy. And then I'm gonna go up and stop. And then I'm gonna make a left, so I have to stop. And then I'm gonna go around. And this is a good turn. This is a fun turn. That was a good turn. So Gran Turismo is the best driving game that's out there because of the physics engines and the environment. And I'm just scanning left and right and just taking my time. You got to get used to having better eye movement because every intersection we pass is potentially an accident to get hit. And we're not trying to get hit. And I'm just scanning. I'm looking before I get here at the corner because I don't want to get hit. And I go into my turn slow. Look like they got a TV. I'm not scanning left, middle, and right. Left, middle, and right. I see another school bus, so I need to be prepared to get over to the right. If this brought you value, look at all my videos, leave comments. Ryan, we will set up a discussion. I'm gonna pull over to the right.